Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Arlington Weekly News. I'm Craig Nolan. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Daniel Pineda.
My name's Adele Quo.
And here we go with the first of our show from our brand new news desk here tonight. We have to thank our parent company and benefactors, AIM, for this brand new beautiful news desk. We hope we can do it justice.
Shiny, right?
So
and what
pretty.
happened to your Spanish greeting tonight?
I like the LCD screen.
Oh, okay. What happened? We missed your Spanish
Buenos
greeting
noches.
tonight.
Buenos noches.
Buenos noches. All right. Our usual suspects here on the show, news, and Adele is here with...
It's easy being green.
Hey. Our CBB, or Community Bulletin Board file, Nort Beckerman and his Brain Healthy Minute, Rich and his reviews, our News for Seniors segment, and then Rich doing double duty again tonight, talking with Dr. Charles Toftoy. And that's our show. But before we go, here's a social media reminder
Absolutely,
from my
Mr. Nolan. You can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number 1.
YouTube.
And also on our Facebook page. That's facebook.com/Arlington Weekly
Boy, that's big time stuff.
Absolutely.
Facebook and YouTube. All right, thanks, Dana. Here we go with the first of our news items. Well, Monday, September 1st is Labor Day. Several Arlington County offices will be closed, including senior centers, courts, DMV, human services, libraries, schools, and the sheriff's office. ART and Metro buses will operate on their holiday schedules. You can visit www.arlingtontransit.com and WMATA.com for details. Normal schedules will resume on Tuesday, September 2nd. Happy Labor Day, everyone. Daniel.
Well, Arlington Sheriff Office was recently recognized for its high standards. The U.S. Department of Justice, or DOJ, certified the county's detention facility as the first jail in the National Capital Region to meet the standards set out in the National Prison Rape Elimination Act. The Prison Rape Elimination Act, known as PREA, was signed into law by President George W. Bush in 2003 to prevent, detect, and respond to sexual abuse in confinement settings. PREA finalized national standards in June of 2012. The award comes after a DOJ review of the detention facilities run by the Arlington Sheriff's Office.
And Daniel, also in our news items, according to a recently released Virginia Employment Commission report, Arlington County's jobless rate was 3.6% in June. That was the lowest jobless rate in the entire state. The highest Virginia jobless rate in June was 11.4%. The Washington metropolitan area region, which includes Arlington and Alexandria, had an unemployment rate of 4.5%. The statewide rate for June was 5.4%. Nationally, the unemployment rate for June was 6.3%. Compared with last year, unemployment rates dropped in 359 metro areas and increased in 10 and were about level in 3. Hope you got all that data. Daniel.
Well, the Arlington School Board member, Sally Baird, is resigning from the school board. Baird cited increasing pressure from personal and professional commitments as the reason for the move. She also praised the Arlington community and its school system. Baird joined the board in January of 2007. Her current term ends on December the 31st, 2014. However, her resignation is effective from August the 22nd.
And we offer our best to Sally Baird in her future endeavors. Next news item here, Arlington Public Schools is replacing student player football helmets with brand new ones. The new helmets are better at preventing concussion and head injuries. APS bought over 325 Riddell Revolution Speed helmets this summer. The helmets have 5-star ratings from a new Virginia Tech helmet rating system, which grades safety from 1 star to, which is the lowest, to 5 stars, the highest. The helmets being taken out of use are graded between 2 and 4 stars. These helmets had previously passed a safety test from the National Operating Committee on Standards for Athletic Equipment. So, new helmets coming to Arlington football players. That's a good idea.
Good.
Daniel.
Well, Arlington County Police say a drunk, naked man crashed into 2 cars while riding a motorcycle before fleeing into some woods. This happened on Friday night, August the 15th. 42-year-old Roland Hitchens wasn't wearing any clothes when police found him close to the scene. He was taken to a hospital for treatment of non-life-threatening injuries. No one else was hurt. Hitchens has been charged with felony hit-and-run, indecent exposure, driving under the influence, and other offenses. He was ordered held without bond.
All right, Daniel, we'll be back with our CBB, Community Bulletin Board file, right after we hear from Adele Quo.
And it's easy being green. With a
Here's
friend.
Adele,
Yes,
with
and
a new
I
friend tonight.
brought a new friend.
A new friend.
Hi, my name's Adele Quo. Meet Kristen Bell Pepper as we talk about It's
Very
Easy Being
nice.
Green, getting your fall veggie gardening on. Because for fall, for healthy, fresh vegetables picked straight from your yard, we know that you can enjoy harvesting beyond summer in all 4 seasons, because August and September is a great time to plant your favorite fall veggies. You can harvest fall veggies up to and even past the first frost. Even if you've heard me say this before, it's important that I say it again. Anyone can set up a veggie garden, no matter how small your patch of dirt in urban Arlington. Just replace your useless lawn with an edible landscape. No dirt? Start with any container. The larger, the better. A veggie garden can be beautiful, productive, and tasty. Learn about vegetable gardening during our fall and winter months. The Virginia Master Gardeners present their free Fall Vegetable Gardening Workshop this Saturday, August 23rd, from 10 a.m. to noon at the Burke Branch Library. Advanced registration is requested. To register, call 703-228-6414 or email mgarlax@gmail.com. The session will cover what and how to plant and how to manage fall crops, as well as offering tips on handling pest and disease issues. Some of the best quality vegetables are produced during the warm days and the cool nights of the fall season. These environmental conditions add sugar to sweet corn and crispness to carrots. Parsnips and Jerusalem artichokes are examples of crops that are distinctly improved by a touch of frost. Cool season crops such as broccoli, cauliflower, bok choy, cabbage, lettuce, and peas grow well during the cool fall days, and they will withstand light frosts. Frost-hardy crops like carrots, leeks, kale, Brussels sprouts, spinach, and turnips can always be harvested long after freezing weather. Since the weather is milder now, the end of summer and early fall is the most pleasant time of year to work in your garden. So happy gardening and playing in the dirt, and remember, it's easy being green, growing veggies year-round.
Happy playing in the dirt. I
That's
like that.
right.
When was the last time you had a turnip?
Oh, turnips are awesome.
Oh, okay.
Come on,
Sorry
radish
I
turnips.
asked. All right. Thanks, Adele.
Thank you,
We
Adele.
appreciate it. Here we go now with our CBB, or Community Bulletin Board file. Okay, this event is coming. An author event is coming up on Monday, August 25, from 3 to 4:30 at George Mason Scholar in Residence program. The author is Richard Norton Smith. He'll discuss 10 rules to judge a president. It's an anecdotal, somewhat counterintuitive approach to the age-old parlor game known as ranking the presidents. Richard Norton Smith is a nationally recognized biographer, presidential historian, frequent guest on the PBS NewsHour, and former speechwriter for former Senator Bob Dole, and has served as director of the Hoover, Eisenhower, Reagan, and Ford presidential libraries. That ought to be a good one. Next, Daniel.
Well, absolutely, Craig. Well, if you love baseball but can't stand the August heat, then visit Columbia Pike Library to watch the games. Baseball movie screenings are on Thursdays. That's from 3 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. through the end of August. Craig.
All right, good news for baseball fans. All right, our next CBB item on Thursday, August 28, you can watch 2011's Moneyball. Brad Pitt, Robin Wright, and Jonah Hill star in this movie about a real-life Oakland A's manager, Billy Beane. Beane turned the baseball team around on a lean budget using computer-based statistical analysis to acquire underrated players. That's a good one. I've seen that one. So check out Moneyball. Daniel.
Moneyball. Well, Craig, every Saturday at the Central Library from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., you can visit Saturday Stock Talks. Meet others with an interest in investments and the stock market. exchange ideas, and network. Occasional guest speakers are sometimes invited. No registration is required.
Okay, and next up, if you like to collect souvenirs, oddities, and memoirs, then you may want to exhibit them in what they call a shadow box. You can learn how to make shadow boxes and make 3D collage stories using found material. This event will be held in the second floor meeting room of the library, the Central Library, 15 September from 3 to 5 p.m. It's free, FREE free, but space is very limited and registration is required. Local artist and director of Arlington Public Library, Diane Kresh, will lead the program. For more information and to register, give them a call. Here's their number, 703-228-6321. Daniel.
To learn more about these and other library events, visit library.arlingtonva.us.
All right, thanks, Daniel. And we'll be back with Rich and his reviews right after we hear from Nort Beckerman and his Brain Healthy Minute. Here's Nort.
Hi, I'm Nort Beckerman, the Brain Health Coach. You frequently hear me saying that you need to stay properly hydrated for your brain to function effectively. Your brain tissues and cells live in water. It's water that contains the foods that they feed on. It's water that allows the cell enzymes to function. It's water that keeps the tissues and cells flexible and functioning. It's water that removes the waste and toxins from your brain. And it's water that protects your brain from banging into your hard, bony spiked skull. So how do you know when you're properly hydrated? The answer is simple. You carry a water tank and indicator with you at all times. Your urine is the tank, and the color of your urine is the indicator. You want your urine to be as free from color as possible. The problem is that the color changes based on what you're drinking, eating, and doing. Even medications will change the color of your urine. The color changes under stress and temperature. The best way to stay hydrated is to keep on the lookout. Make water your drink of choice. Drink a glass of water periodically instead of sugary drinks, beer, and coffee. And eat lots of fruits and vegetables. Your brain will appreciate it. I'm Nort Beckerman, the Brain Health Coach. I'll see you next time for a Brain Healthy Moment.
All right, thanks, Nort. Sorry.
Get his name right, Nort.
But sorry. Don't forget, it's never too late to train your brain. Do a crossword puzzle, learn a song, sing a song, do something. Thanks, Nort. We appreciate it. All right, next up on this edition of the Arlington Weekly News from our new news desk here is our man about town for theater, the arts, and a whole lot more, Mr. Rich Masabni. Take it away.
Hey, Rich.
Thank you, boys. Thank you. Zena Bleck's Zemfira stage does great justice to Monty Python's Broadway hit Spamalot, which is at the James Lee Community Center in Falls Church on Annandale Road. First and foremost, is a great cast, and a live orchestra too, about 10 people there, directed by Annette Fakhouri. A whole lot of funny madness goes on, though. How could you go wrong with Spamalot? It's a delightfully silly spoof of the musical show Camelot. Anyway, King Arthur is played masterfully by Jim Mitchell, and Stacy Crickmer is Lady in the Lake. What a set of pipes she has. And Mitchell, too. He's terrific. Both singers are great in this show. The large cast includes Mario Font, Peter Panzini, Mike King. It's a funny show, if you're familiar with it at all. It's played around the country. Anyway, for tickets or information, 703-615-6626, or look them up under ZemfiraStage.com. Don't miss this one. It's that good. The Theater Washington is the area theater community sort of umbrella. Got together a Signature Theater in Shirlington the other night, Monday night, to put on a naughty burlesque review to raise funds for their local actors called Taking Care of Our Own. The show, Summer Hummer, that's what it's called, was held Monday, as I said, August 17. This is the third time for the Theater Washington. About 60 singers and actors got on the stage, did all kinds of parodies, all kinds of stuff, and there's a lot of skin, too. It's directed by Signature's Eric Schaefer and Theater Washington's Linda Levy. Summer Hummer was a big blast. They made, that night, $18,000. Just a few of the actors who performed are Carolyn Cole, Erin Driscoll, Sherry Edelin, James Gardner, Donna Magliacci, Tracy Lynn Oliveira, Maria Ruza, Tom Story. So many people, I can't tell you all. Anyway, why don't you check them out on their website, www.theaterwashington.org, or call 202-337-4572. And it was a wonderful event. And then finally, I want to tell you about Overwood Wood-Fired American Kitchen in Old Town. It's just off King Street at 220 North Lee Street. It reminds me of Cheers for some reason. It's called Ovenwood. Oh, excuse me, not Ovenwood, Overwood. And everybody knows the place. It's been there 7 years. It's a real surprise. I didn't expect such an eclectic menu, which offers Southern, Italian, Middle Eastern, and American dishes. Nor did I expect delicious fresh oysters and wonderfully fried calamari. Of course, the dishes are offered alongside Overwood's grilled steaks, baby back ribs, soups and salads. I tell you, I got a gazpacho soup there, tomato gazpacho. They wouldn't quit. They have soft-shelled crabs. So it's a place to find, and their phone number is 703-535-3340. Check the website, overwood.com. Thank you, people. Rich Masabny.
Cool. Thanks, Rich.
Thanks, Rich.
A real set of pipes, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Haven't heard that one in a while.
Yeah, and Spamalot.
And Spamalot. Great. Thanks, Rich. We appreciate it. Okay, here we go now. As promised, our News for Seniors segment. News for Seniors glasses on. I've had them on all night. Registration for the 2014 Northern Virginia Senior Olympics continues through Friday, August 29, if you're registering by mail, or Friday, September 5, if you're registering online. The 10 days of the event begin Saturday, September 13 at TJ Thomas Jefferson Community Center. For more information, call Judy Masabny, and here is her number, 703-228-4721, or check their web at www.nvso.us. The Northern Virginia Senior Olympics are coming up. Daniel.
Coming up, yep. Well, free blood pressure monitoring for seniors will take place from 11 a.m. to noon at the Arlington Mill Senior Center, which is located at 909 South Dinwiddie Street. The monitoring will be provided on a first-come, first-served basis. For more information, just give them a call at Arlington Mill at 703-228-7369.
All right, Daniel, and 55-plus travel now. Arlington County 55-plus travel participants will be touring the headquarters of NPR, National Public Radio, in the district on Wednesday, August 27th. Sign me up for that one. Then on Thursday, August 28th, they're off to Cape May, New Jersey, to tour the Emlyn Physics Estate. Is that right? And a tea luncheon at the Carriage House. And then on Friday, August 29, seniors will travel to Barbersville, Virginia, to tour the Barbersville Winery, followed by lunch at the Palladio Restaurant. That sounds like a good one, a great one. For more information about these and all the other trips happening at Arlington County 55 Senior 55-plus Travel, here's their number, 703-228-4748. Daniel.
Sounds like you're in, right?
I'm in. I want to see the NPR. That sounds like a good one.
Well, Craig, Langston Brown Senior Center is the site for foreign language conversation groups such as Spanish, French, and German at the Walter Reed Senior Center, which hosts an Arabic dialogue group. For more information about these groups, call Langston Brown Senior Center at 703-228-6300 or Walter Reed at 703-228-0955.
Thanks, Daniel. And also, Arlington Senior Centers will be closed. A reminder, September 1, Labor Day, in observance of Labor Day, all centers will resume their normal schedules on Tuesday, September 2nd. Labor Day coming up. Okay, we'll be back with a quick goodbye, if we have time, right after we hear from Rich and his guest, Dr. Chuck Toftoy. Here's Rich.
Sabney here. I'm with Dr. Charles or Chuck Toftoy. He's vice chairman of Experience Works, and we want to talk about that because it involves older people and gives them a chance to continue to work or get any? Well, why don't you tell us, Chuck?
Yeah, okay, before the broadcast,
Oh.
I gave him a honorary Experience Works
That's
gold
true.
pin.
That's
so
true, right here.
You're an honorary member.
Is this solid gold?
I don't know. I'll have to
okay.
ask the
All right.
crew.
Okay.
But Experience Works has been around since 1965. At first, they were called Green Thumb. So next year is the 50th anniversary
That's something.
of them. Now, what they do is and the mission is to improve the lives of older work people through training, community service, and employment. So what really happens is we give them jobs, their salary's paid for, so the employers don't have to pay anything, and it helps them pay utility bills, rental, and everything, all
And
their
keep the
costs.
spirits up. I think that's the most important thing, too.
Yeah, I know. But by the way, I've been in the academic, worked in the military, and the corporate world. I know of no other company with a better mission than that. What can be better than that?
No, wonderful.
There's 610,000 homeless people in the United States. About 58,000 are veterans. And so we're affected by them because we try to take people that are homeless, get them jobs, and get them back in the mainstream, and also preempt others from becoming homeless. And we try to help veterans. We have 15,000 participants, about 1,300 are veterans. This is something that's going to shock you, but about 1,900 veterans have committed suicide since January 1st of this year.
How many? 1,900?
1,900. 22, it said, commit suicide a day. So we're trying to help those veterans also. Now, Experience Works is in 30 states and Puerto Rico. There's 15,000 participants. The staff's about 300. That includes the national staff and the state
They have
staff.
offices all over the country?
Yeah, right. And there's a state director in each state, and they have a staff. So, you know, the infrastructure is all laid there. So helping these elderly people that are in the little poorer, poorer class of people, help them get jobs is really great. Our people are so passionate that if you ever got out in the field with them, you'd get so charged up, it'd be incredible.
Well, I want to give a phone number in case there's 1-866-397-9757, and their website is www.experienceworks.org. And I haven't looked on the website, but it would probably parallel a lot what you've been telling us.
Yeah, I think so. And another thing that we're really trying to do is that 9 million older workers are at the poverty level in this country.
That's awful.
I mean, these numbers I'm giving you just show how important the job of Experience Works is. And we have grants and everything, but it's really not enough to take care of all these people that are just hanging out there on the fence. And this interview is to let people know about Experience Works. It's not to try to get funding, but we could use help to push this thing out further.
When you say older workers, is there
Yeah,
age?
55 and over.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
55 and over, men and women. And Rich, I can tell you, there are hundreds of stories, over the years that I've been vice chairman, and that's almost 20 years now, where Experience Works participants have said that, this program saved my life. I'd be dead right now
Really?
if it wasn't for Experience Works.
Yeah.
And some of the stories will bring tears to your eyes. I won't go into them, but I mean where they were just hanging out. And I can remember we had some people go into, it was in the Midwest, older couple, and they were huddled around this little burner. What do you call those? The
Bunsen?
little Bunsen burner
Bunsen
thing,
burner,
little,
yeah.
Camp stove
Yeah,
thing you use.
yeah.
And because their electricity was off and it was freezing out, that's how they kept warm.
It's hard to believe in America things like this.
Yeah,
could go on.
and by the way, I don't know if Congress knows it up on the Hill, but I mean, there's people out there really hurting it, and we're out to help those people. And so that's what we try to do. Again, to include homeless, to include just elderly that are at a, you know, the
So if there are people-
poor level stage.
Chuck, if people are watching this and they know somebody maybe who's 80 years old or who's in trouble financially, or can't pay a bill, can't pay an electric bill or something like that, if they were to call this number that we put up on the screen before, maybe do it again, 1-866-397-9757.
Yeah, that's it.
They
yeah.
can get help.
Yeah, they get help. They'll respond right away.
This is a very important number.
That sure is.
You know?
It really is. So, you know, if people are out there, like that was a good point. And if they've got this person that's over 55 and they're kind of hurting, you know, what I find the program really does is not only it gives them a little jingle in their pocket that's just enough to carry them over, but it brings back their self-esteem and it gives them hope. We've given hope to thousands, you know, I mean, really, over the years, of people that had no hope. So there's a lot more subjectively to this program than just the fact that the employer gets free help because, you know, we pay the salaries of the people. Now they work as custodians in places, they work as janitors, they're in schools, hospitals, nurses' assistants, all kinds of different jobs. And so we help the employer, and then that brings community service to that local community, you know, through our people.
Well, I have to close out. I just want to say to the people, let's put up on the screen again the website, experienceworks.org, and don't forget this number, 1-866-397-9757. And you know some older folks who need help? This is the number to call. Call them tomorrow. Thanks very much. This is Rich Masabny, back to the desk. Thank you, Chuck.
Excellent. Good job. Thanks, Rich and Dr.
Thank you,
Chuck
Rich.
Toftoy talking about NVSL. And thanks to the Pinedas. Daniel's parents
That's
are here
right,
all the way
that's
from
right.
California for being our studio audience tonight. Welcome and thanks for
They
joining us,
came
you guys.
3,000 miles to see
All
you,
the way-
Craig.
all the
Just
way
to see you.
See this edition of the Arlington Weekly News on our brand new news
Yep,
desk here tonight.
beautiful.
Thanks to AIM for putting this together for us. And anything to add before we go?
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Excellent. Anything else, gentlemen, before we say goodbye?
Good to see them, though.
Actually, great to
you
have you here.
folks.
Come back and join us again
Yeah.
anytime. We'll go on vacation next week. You can sit here and do it. It's
Right.
easy. No problem. All right. Thanks to all of you for watching this edition of the Arlington Weekly News. Have a safe week. Next week, you be there. We'll be here, and we'll do it all again. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cheerio.